Hey girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick girl, and today is going to be a third-party update. We do that regularly, but let's not focus only on someone who has somebody else. It could also be someone focusing on maybe work or whatever, studies or their friends more than you. Okay, so you're not the priority number one. How dare they? I don't know. Anyhow, let's have a look and let's keep an open mind and stay cool, right? Let's not be triggered. We know the story now, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2. So part number one, third party update. Eight of Swords, King of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Wow, there's obviously a lot of frustration here. Maybe one of you is tired of not being number one in someone's life, fair enough. There's a limitation of the mind, selling ourselves short. Maybe you don't want to be in a relationship when things are not straightforward. Also, maybe you think maybe you're not respected the way you would like to be respected. Obviously, if you're second one in someone's heart, that don't feel very valued for sure. Maybe that person as well is not ready to make a change or make a choice. As a result, you pay the price, right? So there is a limitation and a plateau here, as you can see. So frustration, as I said, definitely. Someone as well who has feelings for you, but also protecting their heart with the sword. So maybe keeping you at bay, pushing you away, when actually there is an emotion, there are feelings here. There is love, inevitably, right? Maybe it is yourself as well trying to reduce or limit, the pain and the frustration. Therefore, you're trying to keep them at bay as well. Fair enough, right? It's not easy to leave this kind of situation. It's obviously a lot of anxiety, and maybe that person feel the need to make a choice. It's become apparent that something has to change, but also there could be suffering on your side, and maybe that's you in a third party. You have to apply to your own story. Obviously, they definitely see you as the emperor, so there is an idea of feeling that you are grounded energy, loving, caring, with boundaries, and now your boundaries become more and more obvious. So you may be tempted to back off simply because you don't want to be waiting next to the phone for someone who's never going to show up, maybe, you're right. And you're also very much aware of your potential and your qualities. You don't want to sell yourself short. An empress is never going to sell themselves short. Male, female, doesn't matter, obviously. Interesting, right? But you are very much the star for each other. So you tick the boxes for each other. So it's very complicated in that level because, well, for me, it would be very simple. I mean, if someone tick the boxes just like that much, then there's no fluffing around, there's no hesitation. It's pretty straight to the point, So, but it's everyone's decision, obviously. Obviously, it's not that evident for someone. I think something has to give, something has to be done, because you have to balance the emotion for sure. But how much longer do you want to step back when you're actually supposed to be the star? Doesn't feel right to me. There's something wrong. There's something that, I mean, obviously third party is not correct because someone is not being appreciated for their true value. See what I'm saying? Yeah, there has to be a movement forward. A decision has to be made, because otherwise you feel, as an empress, you feel completely rejected, and that is not going to be doable. That is not acceptable, and as an empress, you will not let anyone treat you that way. So for me, that person has to move toward the empress, otherwise, arrivederci. Ooh, that is pretty damn hot, isn't it? Part number two, third party update. Excuse me, George is here. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Ooh, the world, that is definitely movement forward here. Damn right. Because there is that period of a lot of hurdles and blah, 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 and it's just one thing after another. Then inevitably you get to the 10 of Wands afterward. And then, of course, the Ace of Wands. So, brand new beginning. Those hurdles allow you to be actually tasted, to know what you're worth, and also to test the value of this connection. Is it worth me fighting or not? Because you have the world. So that's an idea of completing a cycle, and that's it. That season of winter is done, for example, and now we go straight to spring, obviously. And so because you tested your resilience through the winter, then you can enjoy the reward in the spring, right? So it's completing, it's also traveling, it's also a lot of communication online, and maybe we get to the next level. Because the Ten of Pentacles is very much you two recognizing each other, and then there's a period of no communication. And after that, because you've been doing the work, you've been doing that cycle, that preparation, that resilience have been tested, then you can reconnect together and co-create together as a power couple. That is success, abundance, we know is all shebang. But it's also a very concrete and practical side of things. Okay, the Ten of Cups, for example, is more the relationship happy ever after. The Ten of Pentacles is still very happy, but it's more practical. How do we make it work? How do we make this connection, creating something, you know, powerful, like building a house, rebuilding a family, or putting two families together and make it work? It's a very practical side of things. Very beautiful. So let's go. Reconciliation or partnership. But this time is official, so there's not going to be, for me, a third party for much longer, because this is it. We are becoming together a couple. Everybody's going to know we're a couple now. That is it. And it's very equal. There's no third party vibe anymore here. Yeah, for a while, maybe that person was feeling that you're out of the league. Of course, you know, that was transforming their reality. They had to, you know, to change everything, to transform even, right? But they choose you, they choose love, and there's no fluffing around. They left someone behind. They left maybe as well working too many hours during the day and choosing love, because love is what is supposed to happen for the relationship. They agree with themselves and agree with their heart. You are my priority now. Yeah, it's the end of that winter, as I was saying. After the Ten of Swords, you have the Ace of Swords. So I know what I want, I know what I don't want, I don't fluff around. And it's very much the mind which decided, okay, that's it. I make my decision. And when the heart and the mind are connecting and in alignment, boom, bada boom, you know what I'm saying? Boom, bada boom. There was a lot of inner battle for a long time, fair enough. But then as well, there was a lot of chemistry. So, you know, for me, yeah, they had to make a decision. They couldn't stay in the middle of the road. Yeah, there was a third party inevitably, but that was becoming too painful and something had to give. I have confirmation here. Someone is taking a leap of faith. Can I speak today? 2022, no change on this level. Anyhow, yeah, that person is moving toward the sunshine, toward the light, and they don't have to know how to do things. They just know one thing, they want to do it. That's my kind of vibe. Come on, let's go. Okay, on this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah, ciao.